Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know the vibes. I always start the show out just like this. Today is special. This is only the second time it's happened, but my guest is stopping by in celebration of their birthday, as well as celebrating all the great things that they out here accomplishing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to the one and only Annie B. Hey, welcome to the show.
And
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, you got
Hi.
you got that bear over there. Look at
Yes.
you with gifts. Happy birthday, first of
Yeah,
all.
thank you so much. Yeah, I got
Big
some
Taurus
gifts.
vibes.
Taurus vibes.
Oh,
We
look
got,
at you. So you don't
it's a lot.
you getting some love and adoration today like you deserve. How do you feel?
I feel good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a little overwhelmed. Like I knew the city rock with me, Ohio, even people, that we work with in the industry in different states, New York and stuff. But I guess, you get back what you give. So I'm just taking it all in. I'm
Oh, I
good.
love it. I love it. So let's do this before we get because me and you, we know each other. Okay. So
Right.
I'm just gonna warn y'all now. We gonna talk like we know each other because we know each other. Okay. Uh
That's my dog.
Thank you. But listen, I want you to tell everybody that's watching and that's gonna catch this. Who is Annie B? Where's she from? What's she repping? What she do? Just run it down to him, please.
All right, check it. So one, I'm Ohio bred. You know what I'm saying?
Round of applause for that. We
Hey,
Ohio babies.
Ohio made me. But no, for real. From Ohio. Pretty much grew up in the industry. I'm an industry baby.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah, Annie B. Man, I wear many hats.
okay.
The most that everybody like really like notices is like, oh, you're on the radio. You know
Okay,
what I'm
okay,
saying? So
yep.
we'll start there. So I do my thing with DJ IQ on iHeartRadio,
Shout out to IQ.
106.7 The Beat
That's
with my
my
boo
guy
niece
right
in the
there.
plug.
Yeah.
So I've been bragging on dope individuals for over like 10 years now in Ohio in general. So that's what I'm mainly like focused on right now, and what most people really know me by in 2021
Yeah.
is for body. That's
Okay.
B.O.D.I. And that stands for bragging on dope individuals.
I love
Um,
it.
yeah, so that's
How'd
what
you come up with that? How'd you come up with that idea?
me and IQ, me and DJ IQ, the hottest DJ number one. That's my homie. Even if he wasn't, I really appreciate, just how he does things with,
Yeah.
everything with the music, all that thing.
I
So,
love
but no, me and IQ were in the studio one day, and he was like, "Yo, like, what is you doing? Like, you just out here bragging on people?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, that's what I do." And people have been trying to, get us to do something on air for a long time. They like the vibe. So shout out to everybody that supports. But I was like, I don't know what you want to do. I just brag on dope individuals. He was like, wait, break that down. And so I broke it down, like, bragging on dope individuals. Like when I used to do events in the city, which I still do, but I curate mostly now for clients that do
Okay.
things in the city. But when I actually like did my own events, I would have artists, creatives just come in, business owners, and I would give them the mic, like, yo, brag on yourself. You got 2 minutes. Drop your business card in the bucket. Let's go.
Pour
So
into people. That's what, and that's so dope. You be doing that for the community. Like, do you see from the time that you started, right, to
mhm.
like what it is now? Like, what do you see the differences, and especially in Columbus? You know what I'm saying? Like, how has that helped? Because of course, if you pouring into people, so that's gonna help shape the culture. So how's it changed?
Well, it's changed dramatically, honestly. A lot of people tend to think that the crabs in the barrel mentality is something that's heavy here in the city.
Okay.
I beg to differ. I believe, go where you're loved, go where you're going to get watered at, where you can also pour into other people. I'm about the people, like you said. So the transition has been tough, honestly, going from events and just trying to instill in other individuals, like, you're dope.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't need nobody to
Yeah.
validate you. Like, you're dope by default. Like, whatever you do that.
Right.
So back in the day, about 10 years ago, just going through the arena district, going through Ohio, doing these events and encouraging people, it was rough at first, trying to get people to believe in themselves, or I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people tend to tap into like different things when they really should focus on one thing that they're strong at.
Okay. Okay.
um to now, everybody's like, yo, I'm dope, I'm doing my thing, can I get bodied,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's dope, because now people are starting to understand the structure of it,
Okay.
and that, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing with your gifts and your talents, I'm gonna brag on you. So now it's like, don't find us, we'll find you, because a lot of people now have cultivated into understanding to do them
Hmm.
unapologetically, and that's super dope to me.
Man, we love that. That like that to me, that's the way to live because that's where you're most free. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Do you feel like right now in this stage of your career where you're helping people, are you more so geared toward like small business artists, or is it just anybody who need that uplifting? Like who do you seem to gravitate to more?
It's honestly a nice balance. I tend to think that, nobody's excluded to the access to me or
Yeah,
to being in that space, to be
yeah.
presented on the platform or to even talk to, you know what I'm saying? I talk to strangers and be like, yo, you're dope. What are you doing?
Right, right, right.
But as far as your question goes, it's one of those things where I'm here for whoever's ready.
Okay. That makes
Not just getting ready. If you just getting ready, this might not. Hold on, my bad. I
that's
done
cool.
stopped the video.
Nah, somebody look, but probably trying to call you too.
Look, talking with my hands. But it's about people who are ready. People are actively involved and immersed in their gifts and talents right now. I'm very strategic when it comes to when I body somebody,
I see.
or like, what are you doing right now? Are you active? If you're just now getting started, you're just now branding yourself, it's not your time just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer also that everybody has their own time.
Okay. Okay.
You know
Makes
what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
My inbox be going crazy. Can I get body? Do you have a business card? Where can I, if I bring you on, do you have a website? Where is your music being, streamed on? If you're, a business owner, do you have an active website? So I want to make sure that people understand this is for people who have that foundation that's already solid.
Okay. Okay.
And it's to give them that boost. So we do everybody from business owners, all local dope creatives. It's pretty much nobody we don't feel can fill that need as far as it being, bragged on. But yeah, just as long as you're doing what you do,
Man, that's
I'm
so
here for it.
that's
Yeah.
let me give you a round of applause. I would like for you to brag on yourself too, man. Real deal. Because I now tell everybody this when we met when we were teaching, okay?
Teaching at a high school too.
At the segment of time we were teaching, and we got to be in a space where we learn. I was growing up a lot. You know what I'm saying in that short amount of time. So since then we had COVID. So
Mm-hmm.
what do you feel is different for you? Like, how did you come out of that situation a different version of Annie B? Because I feel like I'm different because of COVID. Quite
Mm-hmm.
sure everybody else does, and stepping into 2021, getting back out into the world, things opening up. How is Annie feeling as a person?
Girl.
I'm
um,
sorry, I went there. I'm sorry.
you know,
I
it's
love my
cool.
friends, man. Come on.
Listen, check on your friends, check on your strong friends.
God, man, thank you. That
Uh,
and that's one of the reasons why I asked because a lot of us doing these things, we come off as if we got it all together. I
you
do.
ain't never lied.
I struggle. We all struggle every day. Like it doesn't matter what level in the profession you are. So I
Mhm.
just kind of wanted to get your perspective on it, get your personal journey because it could encourage somebody.
And I'm actually glad you asked that because, like you said, a lot of people look at us like, oh, they're in the industry, they're doing the TV, radio, all these different things, right?
Yeah.
And they tend to forget we're human, just like the people they watch on HBO or Loving Hip Hop. We live that in real life.
you
This
know
is not made up. But
it.
no, people really tend to feel like, at least the way I receive it is that like nobody knows my struggles because I don't post them. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right. Absolutely.
Also, I'm not going to post my struggles because I need to make sure that I'm giving what I would like to receive, which is positivity. So a lot of the things that I post, nowadays, like I used to as well, are all positive, motivation and stuff like that, inspiration. But in regards to COVID, I was torn. It was a lot for me
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
personally. Just also industry wise, like, being the event specialist in Ohio, which is my other hat, my major hat,
Yeah, yeah.
facilitating, curating events, supporting clients who host major events here in the city.
Got you.
And also being the VIP concierge, when the celebrities come in town, all that stopped.
Yeah.
I was just getting going. So
Yeah, whew.
oh, I
Ain't
had
that
some to me, I had some major deals on the table at that time.
yeah.
And it's funny because God works in mysterious ways. Like I just knew like last year was my year. We all said 2020 vision.
Man, listen, we was hyped up. You hear me?
Stop it. They was that 2020 came in and was like, nah, I'm putting my foot down. So
Stopped all that.
I got to sit back and reflect for real because I wear so many hats that I feel like a lot of people honestly don't know in what capacity that I work
Mm-hmm.
with people in the city or in general. Also being a mother of three children, and just being myself at the end of the day. So, we stopped teaching due to COVID.
Yeah.
We got stopped right at the beginning of it. So we got furloughed. So I stopped being a professor at the high media school. I stopped getting to see you. It was
Man,
tough.
it sucked. Man, it was like everything was just
Everything just was dismantled.
it was yeah.
Even at home, my personal life, which I tend to keep private the best way I can. But we know.
Hey,
But
and I guess I like that you kind of for me you balance it well. You know, you balance your personal life with your professional life, but you also give like these little tidbits, like you said, of inspiration, drops of inspiration along the way without having to divulge.
say a lot, right? And a lot of my friends, they're so dope. They tell me that, I'll take lemons and make lemonade for everybody.
That
And I had to sit back and digest that. Like, he was like, yeah, I know when you be going through stuff and you post on social media, but it's lemonade for everybody. Like, I'm not posting the actual subject line of what I'm experiencing, but how can I make this a transition into something positive for somebody else, also for myself, to get through it.
That's man, listen. I gotta give you a round of applause for that. That's some good advice right there. And speaking of good advice, because I always like to ask our guests, for anybody that's watching right now and they're thinking about what they want to do, because you mentioned certain people that want to get body, they can't get body till they get to their next level of
Yeah.
professionalism. So what
Yeah.
advice would you give to somebody right now that has a dream or a goal or passion, right? And they want to
Mhm.
put it into, you know, to fruition. They want to bring it to
I
life.
got three. I got three things, friend.
Yeah.
But first, I want to say this to your
Yes.
last point. I definitely came out of COVID better than I went in the pandemic.
Say
I
that.
got to make sure I say that out loud because, we all go through things and we're like, oh, this is rock bottom. That was preparation for me. COVID was straight preparation for me. Right when I thought I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, right when I thought I was immersed in my passion, right when I thought everything in my life was running smooth, it all got thrown out the window and I had to sit with myself. And then sitting with myself, I realized, well, how come people don't know what I do? Or how come people don't know what capacity that I work? Oh, let me focus and gear it and hone in
Mhm.
so I can actually deliver it better so people can understand. So I was able to reflect, dissect myself in little bitty pieces and put myself back together again. And kind of just hone in on the things that the people need from me
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then how I can just contribute in a bigger capacity without wearing all of the hats that I wear.
Man,
So
that's to me. I think COVID was helpful as well. Just trying to, like you said, focus in on what it is and kind of be able to explain it. Do you now that you see the world opening up? How is that
I'm
for you?
excited.
I'm so ready to get outside, friend.
I've been waiting on you.
You know me, I had to, get myself together, but
You look good,
man,
hair drippy.
hey, I just had to lock it up. That was,
Yeah.
But
But
I'm
no, so
happy now outside of COVID, and it's good to
mhm.
see, like I said, it's good to see you stepping into that next phase of blossoming, and you know what I'm saying? Because
That's crazy to me though. You know why? Because like coming out, like where I'm at now, I'm in a good space, right?
Mhm.
And I'm focused. I know exactly where I'm going because you need direction. And I'm the person that normally gives direction to other people. So I was able to sit down and go, okay, I needed me.
Mhm.
I got great people around me right now who are supporting me, uplifting me, and keeping me focused and directing me. So I'm forever grateful because if you would have told me that this is where I would be at last year, I would have been like, nah, I don't believe you. Like, I'm looking for a 9 to 5. I'm over here trying to cut corners. I ain't gonna cut. I ain't gonna sit here and cat. You know, because when the world shut down, there went my business.
Yeah, man.
So I'm just excited. Because we got a lot of things going on, and now that everything's opening back up,
So let's
already
talk
got
about
things.
it. Let's talk
There,
about what you
there's
got.
a lot of things that I got some disclosures,
No,
but
you can't.
there's
But you got
I work.
events going this week, though. People
It's
need to pull up.
it's my birthday month, so this month though is crazy because like I thought I was planning stuff this month. That's not what happened.
Okay.
But there's major events, concerts that are coming for the rest of the year that we're planning right now. A lot of festivals are coming back. So right now I'm invested in a lot of time in meetings and just going to these different spaces to check out the venues, trying to restore some venues and opening back up.
Okay.
Just trying
Okay.
to be, mindful of the people and how to just kind of start slowly to getting back into that space we were in. So I'm
That's
excited.
What do you want? What do you want people to think about now that you figured out how to tell them what Annie B does? What do you want them to say about you when it's all said and done? You know
I
what I'm
just want
saying?
them to, I just really want them to have a good time, have fun, and just tell me about their experiences when the time comes.
That's so far. That's so far, ma'am. I'm very happy for you.
I'm gonna give those three advice tips though, real quick.
We do got to get back to the advice. We do got to get back to the advice. So what would you tell somebody right now that's listening? Because you know a lot of people ask these questions or they come to you and they see that you know what's going on, but they
Hmm.
just don't understand how to get to that next level.
Hmm.
What would you tell them?
I have three rules. So the first rule is to just start. Don't go to your family. Don't go to your friends. Like sit with yourself and just figure out what is your starting point. That's my first advice.
I like that.
If you keep questioning yourself, you're never going to get started. If you keep saying tomorrow, next year, you're never going to get started. So stop with that initial thought
Yep.
and just find your starting point. My second rule is once you find your starting point, write it down. People don't do this. We plan for birthday parties, we plan for Christmas, all these holidays. People plan for work, people plan for school. Mothers, we plan for our children. We plan for these activities, but we tend to not use that same mindset when it comes to planning for ourselves. Also, as a culture, as Black people, we're not taught that way. We're taught to just kind of survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
We're just thrown out there and we're trying to just figure it out and gather the tools as we go. And by the time you figure it out, it feels too late, which is never too late.
But I
um,
totally get what you mean, and even goes back to having to make the lemonade for the whole
for the
fam.
whole
You
for the
know
whole fam.
what
And but just to find that initial starting point, like do some research, figure out who has already done what you're doing. And for me, nobody has ever done what I do.
yeah,
So for me, I had to literally dissect all the different hats that I wear
okay.
and just kind of find, okay, who does what in what states, what are they making, where do they start at?
Hmm.
And a lot of people that do what I do are just freelancers. We're entrepreneurs.
Hmm.
So me being the only version of me, my thing is I have to teach somebody before I get up out of here because there is nobody that does what I do. You understand what I'm saying?
Got you.
However, if there's somebody who is looking to do something, find somebody in that field. Communicate with this person. If you don't know them, this is called networking, not just going to the club and getting a business card.
Your part.
Start, no excuses. Follow up and find out who is in the arena that you're trying to get into. Write it down.
I love it. That's some
After that,
definitely.
all you gotta do is follow the plan and execute.
That's it. That's it. And be
The
consistent.
bag gonna chase you.
That's it. Just keep going, be consistent, but you can't do that without starting. I love the fact that you said start. No one has
Mhm,
actually ever said that when I asked them that question. And that's
mhm.
like the key thing is to actually just do it. Just try. What
Yeah,
can you lose?
you
You
can't.
know?
You already where you at. Zero. We
Man, I
call
love
it
that
10.
part. I love it. Now, hey, we gotta. Hey, before I let you go, we got to talk about what these things you got going on for your birthday month, ma'am. Hey, the city pulling up. So what we doing? What we doing?
First of all, Columbus, Ohio, even Dayton, Ohio, Cincinnati, like everybody show me mad love. Like I said, I didn't expect anything, but I'm here to just vibe with the people. So went out with some friends last night, but of course, the festivities in the 614 start this evening. I'm about to get ready.
Hey,
I actually thought I was gonna be getting my face beat while we were doing this interview because of my makeup artist on her time. But that's next.
that'll work. That'll work. Man. So
Yeah.
so then what else you got coming up? Like what's something that you can tell me about? Because I know you got a lot of stuff you can't disclose right now. But what's something you're excited about that's in the very near future?
All right. Well, I'm gonna give you this week first, and I'm gonna hop into some actual events for everybody that's about to happen.
Awesome.
Also, anybody is welcome to join me for my birthday turn up. Any tourists out there, please find me on Instagram at the real Annie B. That's BEE. DM me, get at your girl. So we could get you out and we can show you some love. But tonight we're at the Pelican Room.
Mhm.
That's 122 East Main Street with Plain Gang Uncle Mike.
Okay.
Um, and that's called R&B Wednesdays. So we have live band, we have Quan Hal in the building. We got a lot of like local dope celebs in the building tonight. So that's gonna be a live band, R&B artist performing, and then of course, your auntie's favorite DJ Lane Love.
Hey.
He gonna pull down and he gonna, set the tone right after all of that. What else? Tomorrow I got an affirmative distraction. I
Oh,
am in a
that's my favorite. Y'all are so freaking lit. But can we
listen, I
talk
love
about
the
that a
crew.
little bit? I mean, because
We can.
we talking about the one hat that the hat that you've combined, but affirmative action is dope. Can you
Yeah.
tell them what it is?
So affirmative distraction is the
Distraction, excuse me.
yep, affirmative distraction. We go by AD or we go by POCAD, which stands for People of Color, Affirmative Distraction. We are the first all Black improv comedy group in Ohio. Or I think in general, we're the first.
Okay.
Joseph Moore is the creator of that. He might get on me about how I said that, but I'm just doing what I can. But we are an improv comedy group. It consists of local dope. We call it, they call it celebrities, but he put all of us in a group and we do improv. And we've been selling out shows for 2 years now. Like we dropped the ticket link and then like in 24, 48 hours, sold
Oh,
out crew.
I'm telling y'all, when the links drop, y'all better get your tickets because it's a wrap.
It's mad dope. Shout out to Jay Esquire. Shout out to C10. He's a rapper here in the 614 in abroad. Amber Nicole and Mojo Flow is a part of our group. Wheezy F Baby, not Lil Wayne, but my girl Louie Wheezy. She's a part of a band as well called Romantic Hour. She's a vocalist and songwriter. She's in the group. Just Burrs.
Okay,
Uh,
what up, birds?
Burrs is in the group. Mott's, we have I mean, it's a whole lot of us at the end of the day. Terrence
Y'all
the
so dope. Y'all so dope. It's just crazy. Like y'all, I'm telling you, if anybody, y'all got some stuff on YouTube.
we do. If you want to see me in a different element, pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Tickets. ASAP.
You know.
Man, I'm telling y'all, don't miss out.
So that's tomorrow night, and they're celebrating my birthday there as well. And that's at Via Vecchio Winery. It's a super dope winery out south. It's indoor, outdoor. Friday night, I am at Feel Good Fridays.
Okay.
With Five Sources, the Catch Up Crew. We in the building. I was gonna be there anyway. And that's DJ IQ, is Slick, Jovi with the Cam. We're gonna be in there celebrating my birthday. That is at Parkway, the Old Puckers. It's a lot, girl. Saturday.
It's the whole vibe.
Look, and the last one, I'm gonna say two more, and then I'm gonna give y'all something juicy. So Saturday, I'm at the Savoy Club, which is a upscale, grown and sexy vibe, you know, cocktail hour kind of vibe. And there's a live band there called the Solutions Band.
Okay.
They have invited me out to celebrate my birthday with them on Saturday. And then, of course, the special one that I need you at. I might need you to pull up with your turntables.
Hey, man. Hey, where we at?
I know. May 21st is my business partner, El Elion, his album release party. And that's going to be at the Vanderelli Room in Franklinton Arts District.
That's one of my favorite places.
I love it.
I love it out there.
I love it. So he's dropping his album, So God 2. And we're also going to actually turn up like Red Solo Cup it for my birthday.
Okay. See, the festivities are gonna be crazy. So again, she told you earlier, but Annie, remind them where to find you on the social so they can connect with you and be in the building at all the stuff you got going
on. So you can find me on Instagram. That's The Real Annie B, ANNIEBEE, because there is a fake page out there. I have been hacked. And then you can find me on Facebook. It's my government name. I do have a, our page is on there as well as Annie B. But if you want to find me on Facebook, it's ANGELIQUE. Last name is Scales, SCALES.
I love it. I'm so happy for you. And I just want you to keep doing what you're doing and keep inspiring and getting people bodied and, you know what I'm saying? And body yourself and keep bodying. And
it's so hard to talk about myself. I just love people so much. And I see so much in people that they tend to not see in themselves. So anyway, I can like just pull that out of somebody, like that's what makes my heart smile. So
I love it. You want to get some shout outs?
I do. Oh man, first of all, shout out to the plug.
I'm just here to, I enjoy the moments, man. I'm telling you, dog. Like I really get a kick out of being able to sit in this seat and hear people's journeys. Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We have to do another interview to dissect some further because I don't think they know.
They don't.
They don't.
Be a whole podcast series.
We talked about it, so stay tuned for that, y'all. when the plug meets the outlet.
Man, listen. We talked
Mm.
about this. Man, well, let me not do that because then now we're gonna make it long winded. We do that
We
next
not,
time.
we not. We gonna save it for them later. Shout
Save
out to the people tuning in first off too, though. A
absolutely.
lot of people be like, "How are you gonna interview with anybody? Does anybody have your story or anybody got any pieces of you yet?" No. So
Cool.
I'm grateful to be here. Grateful for people who are, even interested in my story to begin with. That people feel like I'm important enough to, be around and support. That means a lot to me. But shout out to, one of my children. They probably ain't gonna see this until who knows when. Shout out to my squad, Jasmine Centron. She go by J Marie. She just dropped her podcast on the international radio called Melting Pot
Oh,
Radio.
that's so hard.
It's called Sipping Tea with J Marie.
Hey, shout out to Jay
Mm.
Marie.
Yep. Shout out to David Hart and Candace Hart, who run Melting Pot Radio, which is an international radio. You also catch B.O.D.I as a podcast on there in the future. Yeah, it's coming. But
Man,
we're gonna
come
go.
on with it, man. Keep bragging.
Yeah, we're gonna go more in
Bragging.
depth with. We're gonna brag more in depth with our guests on the podcast,
Absolutely.
and I'm gonna be streaming a lot of local talent, music, beats, all type of things on there. Shout out to Courtney Terrain Alexander, who also goes by Free to Love.
Hey, that's my girl. What up, Court?
That's my girl. She's my right hand as well. She's been keeping me very stable, I would call it, making sure I stay fly, making sure I'm hydrated and well.
Hey, man.
She's mad supportive. Shout out to DJ IQ,
Oh,
just for being a friend first, and secondly, just for supporting my vision and making it come to fruition. Shout out to Polecat, the whole squad, gang, AD.
yep.
Oh man, there's so many
A
people.
lot of people, man.
Shout out to El Elion, who can hear me right now. Shout out to QTG Management, because I do management. We are opening an office in the Short North here soon for all of our artists on our roster.
I love it. I love it. That's a
Yeah.
man. Congrats. Hey, one more time. One more time.
Shout out to Ohio just for showing mad love. Shout out to Mickey Fax for showing me mad love when he's not even here. He's in New York doing his thing. It's just so many people. Shout out to BHB. Shout out to Mixmaster Ice. I mean, like I could go on.
Hey,
My
you really
people
could,
dope.
man, but man, it's so dope, man. Shout out to everybody in the 614 who really,
Shout out to
just
Trud.
cultivate some things. You know what I'm saying? So I love
Mhm.
it. Annie, just thank you for sitting with me. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to have a moment
Uh-uh.
to reason to sit down.
Look, I've been trying to get you to do this interview for a good minute, and it's here, but it's perfect because it's a celebration. Everything you got going on, celebrating your life, another year. You know what I'm saying? And just
Mhm.
keep growing, keep growing, and keep going, man. I
That
love
means so much to me coming
love
from
it,
you.
man. Real talk, real talk. I'm serious. You gotta come back because we got to talk about some other stuff and more.
Yes, we do.
This the nice one. We ain't hurt
This is
nobody.
the
We
first
ain't
layer.
hurt nobody's feelings on this one.
We ain't gonna hurt no. We ain't gonna hurt them. We ain't gonna hurt them yet.
Okay, so all right, Annie.
Annie, are you okay?
Are you okay? Please, I told you to brag on yourself. Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
It's hard to brag on myself. Okay, I'm dope.
You are.
Can I cuss?
You can.
I'm
Absolutely.
dope as fuck.
You are. Thank you.
And
Man, please tell because you just accomplished something that I've seen you. I mean, I just watching your social. Just random. Like I just started seeing you post about this stuff. So tell everybody what we talking about.
so I'll be random as hell. People don't know because I don't make announcements. I just do stuff.
Yeah.
So first off, before that even happened, which I'm about to explain and tell you what I started yesterday. I graduated from OSU 2 weeks ago.
Man, congratulations.
Yeah, in the community healthcare worker program. I started that last year. So I graduate in June, but I did get my certificate already in the mail. So
Yes, round of applause.
I haven't
Congratulations.
even had a moment to celebrate that. Yeah, it's so much. And then yesterday, which was my birthday, I started my first day as well, I'm not gonna tell y'all my title,
Yeah.
but I did start my first day as an employee at B.O.D.I.
That's so fire. Man, listen. Just knocking out goals. Just knocking them muff.
I just be doing shit. I don't even be knowing I be doing shit. I just be
I'm so happy. Like, all right. You already know.
I'm good. Like I work that part-time job. We doing the radio. We got the events popping. We do promotion. I facilitate, curate. I mean, I got my OSU on my roster now. You know, I do management with QTG. And there's so much more coming. Like we just now getting started. So
So excited for
I'm
you.
grateful. I'm forever
Yo,
grateful.
Annie B. Like, yeah, I just keep smiling. You see, I just keep smiling because y'all just don't understand, man. And to me, it's so inspiring. It's inspiring from previous conversations that we had. I mean, even you know, listening to me go through my, you know,
Mm-hmm.
do I want to do this? You know what I'm saying? Struggling at school and trying to teach and all that kind of
And
stuff.
all this. I
Pushing.
just found myself doing this. If it derails me from what I'm trying to do, or it's a person derailing me from what I'm supposed to do, I'm
Mhm.
not doing it.
I,
We're not doing
we
that no
don't
more.
choose. We do not choose struggle no more.
No more.
Mm-mm. We don't choose
So
it.
all 2021, we got our foot on our own necks, and we're gonna keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, I love it, man. Thank you, thank you for real.
I'm about to show you my OSU joint.
Let's see this, man. Man. I'm telling you, you gotta brag on yourself. Damn it,
Yeah.
you brag. You let everybody else brag. We need to brag on yourself.
That's what DJ IQ said. He said, I'm gonna brag on you one day on the radio. So this is
See,
that.
man.
You
Congratulations.
know, you can't be out here with nothing under your belt.
You cannot. I'm so excited for you. And you know you and somebody gonna watch this and it's gonna really inspire them. I promise you. I'm telling you, I get messages all the time, or you know, like people reach out to the artists or you know people that I talk to, and
Mhm.
you left us with a lot of good gems today. Okay.
I hope so. And you know, just on the body tip, I'm always looking for people who are the underdog, people who are getting kind of overlooked,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
you know, or people who are doubting themselves that actually know that they're dope, but they just really ain't immersed themselves into it. So yeah, don't be afraid. Reach out to me. As long as it's not on no creep stuff, I'll respond. Or my assistant, she'll respond. We'll filter out what don't belong. But you know, always you know, connect with people. Don't be afraid.
I love it.
Um,
I love it.
no matter what platforms we are on, we're still human. We still want to connect and we still want to vibe and want to still support. And there's always a way. There's an outlet for everything with power, and there's always a plug.
I'm telling you, man, Annie B, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time. And y'all got to look out for our part two because it's gonna happen. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's the real Annie B, it's Young Nisa, and of course, it's Meet the Plug.
Going down, she be going down, going down it. Yeah, that little got some power, it be going down it. She throwing that on it, going dumb on it. And she get it out the mud, she be going down it. You might find her in the club going dumb on it. And she blowing on that gas, yeah. Hit the club and short, yeah.